So more of a new pitch than an update. Like Ozma, we have rebranded, pivoted. So what we have here is going to be something totally separate from Perennial Harvest. Perennial Harvest is my background. That's where I got the pain points and trying to advocate and create sustainable landscaping. So how do I really bring that to the masses? How do we democratize that? And so what I came up with was using augmented reality design to create an instant after photo that the do-it-yourselfer can create or the contractor, and using that to power a B2C marketplace. So if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you can create something like this in a couple seconds, and then we have connections where you can actually buy the materials or learn more. If you are not, you can make one, have fun with it, or select a template once and send that on to local contractors, and that's the instant, I want this, can you do it? No confusion. Right there, powered by the person who wants it. And one thing we're going to be adding is animation, because we partnered with Slow Food USA. They now have 4,200 school gardens since they partnered with Whole Foods Whole Kids Foundation. So what we're doing, I'm not a tech guy myself. I'm learning it. I'm taking classes through Stanford, and I will be through Treehouse. But what I've done is try to set up the road. So we got a little bit of the cart before the horse. But when we work with Slow Food, when a student adds on a plant, they'll be able to find out what the wildlife they're most likely to attract will come off. It'll fly off the screen. So if they add a milkweed, the monarch will come off. So that way it's a little bit more like an augmented reality, like the Pokemon Go that people know, as opposed to just a static image. A little boring. So you're learning about something sustainable that might be esoteric, it might be expensive, you think. So we're taking a Cliff Notes approach and really condensing it down to a few sentences. If you're the do-it-yourself, or here, watch a video that my friend put together down in Baltimore. Here's his book. You want to buy it? We'll get the affiliate cut. We're essentially kind of the one-stop, bringing it all together, really breaking it down, super simple. So the target market is nothing to sneeze at. 80 million gardeners in the U.S. Subsets with food gardeners. Millennials are really growing. Pun intended there. Landscaping contractors is really small, but as part of the subscribers for the marketplace, there's more revenue potential for them than you think by their size. So market size itself is 25 million. AR itself is projected to be 20 billion in the next 5 years too. So kind of a combination there. So right now we're just looking for 25K to finish development. I'm most excited by our partnership with West Agile Labs in San Francisco. They are a development firm, and they just worked with Andreessen Horowitz. They built for Fleming's Club. Because we had an interim developer and a friend of mine, but we were still trying to raise the funds, and he was doing it on the side. And so we partnered up with somebody who's going to take that same money and turn it into something faster, and it's going to go a lot farther too. And so we use that to get Delaware Steam Corporation, because we're also based in Santa Monica, where our co-founder is, and then just interim SaaS programs, so our small staff can get more done in the short term. So quick post-MVP goals. I do want to partner with Home Depot in 3 years. The reason is they've already come out with an AR design called Project Color for interior paint. Some of you might already know about that. They understand the idea, and they want to be sustainable too. In the next year, they're trying to phase out the neonicotinoid pesticides on the plants. And we would bring Slow Food, Permaculture Magazine, the kind of clients that they don't really have. There's also a great precedent in Porch.com and Lowe's partnership. So that's something we really want to shoot for. We're also looking toward partnering with the Environmental Media Association, which is Hollywood's network for doing green things. They have a Green My School program, and they only have 19 school gardens. So the idea is their PR combined with Slow Food's 4,200 gardens, we hope to be kind of the connector, the mediator for that. And then the plan for rollout of the locations for the B2C marketplace, starting with some of the low-hanging fruit. As you know, Seattle and Portland are really, taking really into this. Denver's where Slow Food, the school garden program is based. Austin, Super Foodie, Super Tech, good combo. And then also LA. I worked for 6 years in Baltimore. We can get that done pretty easy. Chicago and Detroit. But New York and San Fran will be a little harder, so those are later. And then what's next coming up? Hopefully we're pitching at the 5x5 in a couple of weeks. November 6th. We got to push it up, get the top 5. And that'll be just a nice little kick for development there. I'm originally from Whitehall, so is my co-founder, and that is actually one of the few Slow Food school gardens in the entire area. So kind of a neat combo there. We're bringing on a COO who's got a lot of experience in B2C, e-commerce, sales, and he was the first hire at Collage.com. He was recruited heavily by Giphy and a few other ones in New York. So it means a lot that he'll be coming on soon here. And just this Thursday, we're talking about getting a story with Rodale's Organic Life, which they can't do it until their product is finished. But It's stuff like that we're really straddling the niche and the mainstream market. They have a huge following, so we would do print in February and then online November. So Rhiz Mobile at all three and RhizMobile.com.
Cool. Thank you. Anybody have questions for Stuart? There's a question over here.
Yeah.
So you're doing all that, and you just need 25,000?
To get the MVP, yep, because we've got a lot of interest actually from incubators and a few angel networks who they're based on their bylaws, they need the product. So I'm happy to tell people off the side which firms those are, but that's one of the things we kind of set that up, and it's been we're interested, but I'm not Zuckerberg, so you need to prove it that you can make it, kind of a thing. So that'll finish the MVP.
What's your timeline look like?
It's looking at a month once funds.
Anybody else?
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. Nice.